Do you want to hear something crazy that happened yesterday? Two teens were intentionally hit by a car. Luckily, their injuries were not severe, and the adult driver is now in custody. So what happened was a group of teenagers decided to play Nicky Nicky Nine Doors. If you don't know what that is, you basically ring someone's doorbell and run away. They were basically up to mischief. An adult that confronted them decided to get into their car and try to run them over. Why am I sharing this with you, you may ask? Well, my name is Alex and I help people heal spiritually. In my recent posts about forgiveness, I was confronted by many comments that said I could never forgive. So I'm here to clear up some confusion on two levels. On a spiritual level, forgiveness is not to let someone off the hook. Forgiveness, the power of the forgiveness is for the forgiver. Let me repeat that. The power behind the forgiveness is given to the forgiver, not to the person that is forgiven. That person will still have to deal with consequences of their actions and karma. And secondly, on a practical level, forgiveness will clear your mind of all the negative emotions that cloud it, such as anger in this case. So when you forgive, you have clarity to act accordingly. So you don't jump into your car and try to run some kids over because you're angry. Does that make sense? And can you see some similarity in all the atrocities that's happening around the world today? All the tit for tat. You hit me, I hit you harder. So this is something you must remember. Forgiveness is for your own well-being. I sincerely hope that makes sense. Thank you for listening.
We begin with shocking new developments in Abbotsford as police now investigate whether two people were intentionally struck by a vehicle.
Angela Jung is joining us from Abbotsford with more. And Angela, you have new details about the victims.
Sonia, Jason, I just interviewed Abbotsford Police moments ago, and we are learning new information right now. It involved 3 teenagers, and 2 of them were hit. We're also learning that the vehicle came down this street on Carlsruhe and somehow ended up at the end of this block right next to a playground. And I do have to say that the 2 people who were hit, the 2 minors, are doing okay and they received minor injuries. Take a look at this video. We see a dark colored SUV behind police tape just meters away from Charlotte Park Playground. This happened just before 3 p.m. yesterday at Carlsruhe Avenue and Victoria Street. Police say when first responders arrived on scene, the 2 minors claimed that they were hurt when the driver struck them with the vehicle on purpose. Luckily, they suffered minor injuries and were taken to hospital in stable condition. The driver remained at the scene and was arrested. Neighbors we spoke to say they are rattled to know that this involved 3 young people.
It's really shocking. So 1 teenage driver, 2 teenage victims. Are police saying what prompted all of this?
We don't know the age of the driver, and we don't know the sex of the driver either. That is information they have not disclosed yet. But what we did hear that's also extremely shocking is that what may have prompted this, and this is something that police are also looking to confirm, this is something that they heard, was that the 3 teenagers were playing Nicky Nicky Nine Door before all this. And so what that is when someone would go knocking on doors, and they say that this is unacceptable, that if that's what prompted all this, that someone would use their vehicle as a weapon. It's not something that they tolerate. So again, this may have been prompted as what started out as a prank.